One of Wonder Woman's most famous weapons is the lasso of truth, which compels confessions out of whoever's wrapped up in it. But what about Wonder Woman herself? We know she has many secrets. If only we could use the lasso on her to get the truth.
Lucky you find it so fascinating.
Strap into your invisible jets, because we're going on a journey to unearth the secrets of Princess Diana of THEMYSCIRA. Remember to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel so you never miss out on awesome videos.
Hey, I'm into the kinky stuff too, but if you think that's gonna make me more cooperative...
Identify yourself.
She was inspiration for the lie detector. We all know that Wonder Woman wields the lasso of truth, the most famous weapon in her arsenal. If you find yourself caught by this golden grasp, there's nothing on earth that's going to stop you from spilling your deepest, darkest secrets. And then some. Even the slightest touch of the lasso can be enough to compel a confession. The lasso is so strong that nothing can break it, not even Hercules. Would it surprise you to learn that Wonder Woman creator William Moulton Marston also created the first modern lie detector test? Coincidence? We think not. A graduate psychology student in Marston's class discovered that when a person's lying, their blood pressure rises. His insight came from his wife Elizabeth, who noticed when she got upset, her blood pressure spiked. The first version was constructed in 1915, over 25 years before Marston developed Diana Prince and her lasso.
This lasso was designed to bypass the untrustworthy nature of man.
In interviews, Marston said the development of the lie detector test did not directly influence his creation of Wonder Woman's magic lasso. While this may be true, it's not hard to see a commonality between the lie detector and the lasso. Which would you rather be hooked up to? We're betting the machine is a little less intimidating. She's a goddess. When a comic book character is around long enough, their origins can become a bit muddled. Sometimes, an origin gets updated to reflect the culture and environment of the real world, or a writer adopts a popular storyline and develops it into the character's backstory. For a long time, Princess Diana of THEMYSCIRA had the same origin story. Her mother, the great Hippolyta, was told to take clay from the shore of Paradise Island and mold it into the shape of a baby girl. This child would be the firstborn after 3,000 years in the Amazonian history. 6 Greek gods breathed life into the clay and granted her special abilities: strength, wisdom, courage, the ability to communicate with animals, speed, flight, and many more. Since the 2011 launch of the New 52 in DC Comics, Wonder Woman's origins received a major reboot, and even a father.
Do not challenge me, child!
Diana's father is the Greek god Zeus. The story of Hippolyta molding Diana from clay is merely a cover story to protect Diana and the Amazons. This version of her origin story has wide-reaching implications for Diana and her abilities. She's now a demigod. These changes are going to be reflected in the Wonder Woman live-action film as well. We wonder if she'll remind others that she is in fact a goddess. She doesn't wear a skirt. While we understand that turning a beloved comic book hero into a live-action goddess means that there'll have to be some changes and a few liberties taken, we don't want these changes to mislead a new fan. One of the trickiest updates from page to screen is costumes. We get it. What looks good on paper does not always translate well to the screen. Just ask Bane.
I'm necessary evil.
The new Wonder Woman film coming out this year, starring Gal Gadot, will be featuring a brand new and controversial costume item: a skirt. Hold the invisible jet. Wonder Woman does not wear skirts. Wonder Woman's often mistaken for wearing a skirt in the comic books. She is not. Wonder Woman's signature style in the comic books is some combination of pants and corset, or culottes and a corset. Even though the hem has gotten higher and higher over the years, it's never been a skirt. Creator William Moulton Marston was clear about Diana's costume. A skirt is too impractical for fighting, or flying an invisible plane, but that's a whole other story. The new DC Comics Wonder Woman live-action film has Diana running around fighting in a skirt. We know that there are going to be some changes, but we had to make sure to unearth this secret. We just hope this skirt allows her to keep kicking butt. Her bracelets of submission are for your protection. Most of the time, a superhero uses weapons as a means for offense. Besides the lasso of truth, the other most recognizable weapon is Wonder Woman's bracelets of submission. The bracelets are front and center in her most iconic image. Wonder Woman stands with her arms crossed, bullets are whizzing off the bracelets of submission as she looks poised to pounce. We know, we hear you. We don't think the name itself invokes much fear either. When we think of bracelets, we think of thin pieces of jewelry around your wrist. Her bracelets, a symbol of Amazonian heritage, are actually powerful weapons. Wonder Woman's bracelets of submission are not actually for her protection. They're for yours. The bracelets are indestructible, can be used as a shield to deflect things like bullets, and can be used as offensive tools. But the submission part is not because her opponents are going to be put down. The submission is about suppressing Diana's raw power. In recent years, Diana Prince's lineage has been rewritten to include her father Zeus's lineage. The bracelets are a means of keeping that power in check. When Wonder Woman takes off her bracelets, she is near unstoppable. When you see her taking those off, you know you're in trouble. A female icon in the real world. It should be no surprise to anyone that Wonder Woman's reach goes beyond being a superhero. She's a cultural icon. She's a role model to young girls all over the world. This is due to the thoughtful creation of her backstory and personality by William Moulton Marston. Influenced by his wife Elizabeth and former student Olivia, Marston challenged himself to create a character who didn't want to fight with fists and weapons, but with heart and soul. William Moulton Marston endowed Wonder Woman with empathy, confidence, love, bravery, and a strong sense of justice. She debuted in 1941 and was radically different from any other character in the DC universe. This was a time when comic books were dominated by male superheroes, so her being a woman was already a big deal. But it wasn't enough for Marston. He made sure to develop a woman who demonstrated her independence, who didn't need a man to save her, which is where the Amazonian origins come into the picture. As Marston said in an interview, he wanted Wonder Woman to have all the strength of Superman plus all the allure of a good and beautiful woman. He certainly achieved his goal. We still admire Wonder Woman for these very characteristics today.
I can't believe we're having this discussion. Of course we're going to help.
She's a founding member of the Justice League. Before there was the Justice League, DC's first superhero squad was the Justice League of America, which debuted in 1940. What do you think of when you hear the phrase Justice League? Who immediately comes to mind? Batman? Superman? The Flash? Maybe Wonder Woman will breach the top 3 on your list? We tricked you! None of these titans were active members of the original Justice League of America team. Wonder Woman joined all right, but at first, she was only allowed to be the team's secretary. That's right. First female in the Justice League had to stay behind to get the mail while the other members of the JLA went off to fight Nazis. Imagine being the daughter of Queen Hippolyta, Princess of the Amazons, and having to take a message for Hawkman.
Is it just me, or does this seem a little too easy?
The 2016 Batman vs. Superman film made it seem like the founding of the Justice League was because of Batman's efforts. While Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman are widely considered to be DC's big 3, Wonder Woman often is overlooked as an original member of the Justice League. When the new Justice League assembled, Wonder Woman was established as a founding member and took her rightful place among the team. She can pick up Thor's hammer. We all know that Wonder Woman is one of the most powerful superheroes in the DC universe. She possesses an arsenal of weaponry that may only be rivaled by her sometimes friend and sometimes foe Batman. Wonder Woman can squeeze the truth out of you with her lasso, or she can cut you with her tiara while barely getting a scratch on her thanks to her gold armor and bracelets of submission. Let's be clear, we are not saying that Wonder Woman's prowess is because of her arsenal. Diana is a trained warrior, skilled in hand-to-hand combat. She's the descendant of gods, endowed with their abilities. Oh yeah, and she can talk to animals. There's no other superhero with this unique combination of powers and skills, which makes her a formidable opponent. There's one more secret Diana's hiding. Any guesses? Very few other superheroes in the DC universe can claim this. Wonder Woman can wield Thor's hammer. That's right. During a DC and Marvel crossover event, Wonder Woman took up Mjolnir and transformed her into an even more powerful goddess and warrior. Was there ever a doubt Diana Prince wouldn't be worthy of the hammer? We didn't think so. We wonder what Thor has to say about that.
Not just dead.
Found it. What's it do?
Wonder Woman can fly. Arguably one of the strangest pieces of superhero technology is Wonder Woman's invisible plane. In theory, the invisible plane is awesome, a stealth plane that can cruise into any situation undetected. But in practice, it's turned out to be more of a punchline. Originally meant to be Wonder Woman's primary mode of transportation for long journeys, in the comic books, the plane quickly underwent modifications. Yeah, it's transparent, but what good does an invisible plane do when everyone can see the woman flying it? Any hope of landing undetected is tossed out the invisible window. Comic book creators quickly backtracked and called this the crystal mode, and gave it then a transparent mode where the plane and all its passengers were invisible. This technological upgrade did help to further the lifespan of the plane in the comic books for a while longer. The plane started to become less used by the comic books, and Wonder Woman's other superpower developed, the ability to fly. Thanks to the god Hermes, Princess Diana of THEMYSCIRA can also fly. Her need for the invisible plane dropped entirely, and instead of strapping it for takeoff, Diana can fly anywhere she wants on her own.
Kill Martha!
Wonder Woman has beaten Superman. Wonder Woman, in her current iteration in the comic books and soon to be seen in her solo feature film debut, is one of the most powerful superheroes alive. The combination of genetics doesn't hurt either. Her years of dedicated training have made her one of the most formidable adversaries in the universe. You certainly don't want to get on her bad side. In addition to training an arsenal of weapons, her genetics also give her an upper hand. 7 Greek gods came down to breathe life into her clay form, also endowing her with amazing gifts. Diana has superhuman speed thanks to Hermes and Amazonian healing. She has accelerated reflexes, so even if you could catch up to her, Wonder Woman can still outmaneuver you. She is highly resistant to magic and damage. We haven't even talked about her hand-to-hand combat skills. Diana was trained by the god of war Ares in martial arts and armed combat. Who else has a resume like this? No one, that's who. Which is why Wonder Woman is one of the few superheroes who can go against Superman and fly away the winner.
It could be a trick.
Could be.
Despite Superman's speed, strength, and invincibility, he has taken on the Amazonian princess and lost. That's right, the Man of Steel has been defeated. Her tiara and sword can cut through Superman's skin, and it doesn't require the use of kryptonite. Pretty snazzy, huh?
Lucky you find it so fascinating.
She dated Superman. Superman and Wonder Woman sitting in a tree. Kissing. First comes love. Wait. Would they be sitting in a tree? Probably not. Maybe the invisible plane? Seems unlikely. Perhaps in the Fortress of Solitude. Then no one could catch them. Everyone knows Lois Lane is Superman's main squeeze. Steve Trevor was the first man Diana ever met on Paradise Island when he crash-landed. While Wonder Woman has had several relationships over the years, did you know that in the comic books, she and Kal-El dated? What? Scandalous. But that's a secret Wonder Woman likes to keep hidden under her tiara. In several different comic book storylines, some set in alternate futures and others non-canon, Wonder Woman and Superman are very much an item. Their relationship is a very intense one. But what else would you expect? Both are strong-willed, highly skilled, and confident superheroes who are used to getting their way. Their romance is passionate. In some of the storylines, Clark and Diana have a child. Could you imagine what that'd be like? On your mom's side, your grandfather is Zeus, and from your dad, you inherit heat vision and cold breath. Talk about a power couple, and what a powerful child.
I haven't got time to get my lasso now, Charlie. Will you pry it loose and take care of it for me till I come back?
After hearing these 10 secrets of Wonder Woman, you have to ask yourself, is there anything this Amazonian goddess can't do? Did we overlook any of Diana Prince's secrets? Let us know in the comments below if we did. If you don't, we might have to use Wonder Woman's lasso of truth on you. As always, like and share this video and subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos. Thanks for watching!